Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the High Court has issued an order to the IBC CEO, Husain, suspending the decision interdicting Ruth Kulundu from exercising her duty as the Deputy Commissioner, Secretariat Operations, pending hearing and determination by the Labour Court. For those who remember, this guy had issued an interdiction letter to the Deputy CEO. That means they were firing her. But Kulundu has gone to court to try and sort this out so that justice will be served. So that even if she will be removed from court, then we will know what exactly she did. Or if they were doing it wrongly, then we will get to know the truth. And what is the mistake that Kulundu did, which made Marjan to remove her from office? The mistake was that she called for a meeting without involving the CEO or without the knowledge of the IBC CEO. So the accusation here was that Kulundu impersonated the IBC CEO, Husain. And this is Kulundu's position, which made her to move to the court. Number one, she was claiming that the CEO acted in excess of his power in interdicting her. Number two, she has been subjected to intimidation, harassment, and victimization by the CEO and the other staff there. Number three, the decision to interdict her and the disciplinary process was taken by the minority, 3 individuals. Remember, the commission has more than 3. By the way, there are around 7. So the majority could be, they needed to have about 4. So only 3 took the decision to interdict her. And this is the prayer that the court has granted to her. Number one, conservatory order against IBC CEO decision interdicting Kulundu. Number two, temporary order suspending implementation of CEO's decision. And number three, temporary order stay any further disciplinary proceeding against Kulundu. That means Kulundu will continue with her job until when the court will hear the case and make a determination. But according to what these people had done with the interdiction letter, it means Kulundu was supposed to stay at home, as simple as that, and wait to be fired. Now, there are several issues why we have push and pull at IBC, and my feeling is like there is 2 fractions in IBC. One side supporting a different group and another side siding with another group. And I will explain to you, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not subscribed, so my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the truth of the matter is that IBC is divided into 2. And by the way, just on this week, I saw the Azimio MPs, they had issues with the Kulundu's interdiction. And to some extent, they protested this. And they went to an extent of marching up to the IBC office. And according to them, the IBC was breaking the law by interdicting officials who carried out their activities in accordance to the law and the constitution. So they protested this, and remember they were tear gassed by the police when they tried to enter that office. But really what needed to happen was that at least the police officers were supposed to allow at least maybe 2 or 3 individuals to go and meet Chebukati, sit down with him and discuss some issues here and there. That could have at least looked well or better That's how people need to negotiate or interact in this country. And that is what democracy means. Democracy does not mean tear gassing people. But already Ruto is here tear gassing his opponent barely 2 weeks to office. Why not allow them to sit down with this IBC and sort out? Do we still need to be in the era of tear gas? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, the truth is that the team in the office today, Akina Chebukati, Husain, Marjan, Husain, they are going home. Their term in office is coming to an end, and they need to be replaced. And the people who might just inherit them or replace them with, they are these people that they are trying to fight in the office as of now. Cherrer is likely to take over the position of IBC chairman of Chebukati. There is a possibility, though there are those who are arguing that she is not a lawyer to a level of becoming a High Court judge or a Supreme Court judge. But she has a chance there. Another thing is that the IBC Deputy CEO, Kulundu, is the next person to take over from Husain Marjan Husain. But these people are trying to stop her from inheriting that office. That's why we see this fight. Because now, these commissioners, as I said, they're divided into, we have one side, this minority, the three, which has been siding with the Kenya Panther side. Of course, it's like they are on William Ruto's side. And then we have another group which has been siding with the Azimio la Umoja. And this is the group they want to remove from office. So you find the four commissioners are on one side, the Raila side. And these are the commissioners that Kulundu called for a meeting with, just to make sure that they are getting a lawyer to represent them in the court. That's the mistake. Because he was looking for how to hire a lawyer to represent the four commissioners. And that is what she's being disciplined for. Then the other side is Chebukati and the other three. So you find the one minority side is with Ruto, and the other minority side was with Azimio. So because of this, the plan here is that you start to work on the 2027 general election, so that those people who are standing with the truth, or those people who are on Azimio's side, are removed from office. Then you remain with the people who have been siding with the Ruto side. So tell me, if 2027 election is going to be delivered in a free and fair grounds. Because simply when you remove this, you are remaining with those who are supporting, or those who have been sidelining with the William Ruto. For me, I feel that if you have to remove these people, then remove all of them and have new one. And I know it cannot happen that way. Or if not, then let them stay. Because now here, okay, you have one side that you believe is siding with the Azimio, you have another side that is siding with the Kenya Kwanza. So have them all there. So that now there is equality in that, to that level. But when you remove one side, it means you want to replace them with a side that is going to go with the Kenya Kwanza side. And that alone will tell you that, or someone in Azimio will simply conclude that we don't need to go to this election, or in as much as we're going to this election, they are well aware that they will not be served with justice, because these are people appointed with one side, from one side, of course, which is against them. So to me, the orders granted by the court, it is good, it is welcomed, and we will know the truth. Because this alone is just trying to stop the plan these people have for 2027 election. Let this lady stay in her office, and let the other four commissioners be served with justice, so that the work will continue. And if Ruto need to have his own side at IBC, let him have, and the Azimio side, let them have their people, if really then that is what it means in this election. Because having one side, it means these people will do anything they want So we will wait and see. And in my own view, we cannot conclude what court will make, but I can say these people will be served with justice. Because now the matter is in the court. We cannot discuss the decision that the court will make. But in my view, I feel it's the right way to go, rather than just interdicting someone and removing her from office with a minority decision. Because these people are supposed to sit down, all the 7 commissioners, and make a decision. Then, of course, the decision will be made through voting if they don't agree. And if voting happens, then let the decision to remove her at least come with about 4 people voting with one side and 3 other side, or 4, or all of them. But not just a minority number making a decision for the entire commission. We are going to wait and see how the case will be ruled, and of course we'll come here to update you. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next video.